This demo is to review the three-way handshake for the TCP connection establishment process. It is the method used by TCP to set up a TCP IP connection over an IP-based network. In this script, there are two groups, Group 1 and Group 2. After attending classes for a long day, Nakul and Prabhu, who are in Group 1, decides to bunk the classes. So they have decided to send the message to Nikhil and Namita, who are in Group 2. Which includes a SYN flag because this is the first message they are sending to establish a connection with Group 2. Then they decides to send the message by giving to the messenger Naveen, who is communicating the message to Group 2. Once the message has been reached to Group 2, they are all set for bunking and decide to write a response with the SYN and ACK flag asking Group 1 that let's go for a movie. The SYN flag is attached because it is their first message they are sending to Group 2 and ACK flag to acknowledge that they have received the message from Group 1. Group 1 receives the message that has been sent by Group 2 and writes back to Group 2 with acknowledgement saying that sure, let's all go for a movie, which is again carried by the messenger Naveen to Group 1. Now all are set for bunking and are ready to watch a movie. And now it's time for explanation. Before sending and receiving data, both client and server are need to be synchronized. The way we have done is called three-way handshake because there are three segments are exchanged between a sender and a receiver. Here we have client as a sender and server as a receiver for establishing a connection. The client sends a TCP synchronized packet to the server. SYN is for a synchronization. TCP packet is to initiate the TCP connection. It is a flag that is attached to the first message from each computer, and then ACK is a TCP packet flag that is used to acknowledge the received packet. At the beginning, ACK flag is set to 0. By this, client sends requests to establish a connection. Then server receives a packet and sends a SYN ACK confirmation. For this example, take one random number for sequence number as 7. Now the acknowledgement becomes 1. The client receives a SYN ACK packet and sends back an ACK acknowledgement. Now the acknowledgement number is 2. This way we receive the acknowledgement. After all this, the TCP connection is established, then client and server can communicate and exchange information to one another. Thank you.